Hi guys, I'm back again. So I've got a very interesting story here for you guys. I will start off with eBay. Now we all know that eBay is blocked and banned on the card. So this causes difficulties for a lot of people, especially people that are plus size people or women who are plus size in the breast department who require bigger size bras. So you might say, well, what's that got to do with Indue? Well, a lot of women rely on being able to buy bras from overseas. So for instance, I've got a lady here, she buys her bras on eBay from the UK. She pays $40 for them instead of $100 plus here. And the stuff that's here is crap. And I have to agree. If you are a larger size woman trying to get a decent bra for under $100 that is comfortable, that doesn't dig you in the ribs, that will support you properly, is really difficult. A lot of people say, well, why don't you just go to Big W and pull one off the rack? Well, us bigger breasted women can't do that. Myself, I was a 16E and F. A lot of women are two different sizes. Right, this particular lady is a 16H. It's not an easy size to find. And the choices here in Australia, if you can find the shops that's still around, are like the old grannies ones, and they come in fawn colours and they look like something your grandmother would wear, and they have underwires that dig into your ribs and they're bloody uncomfortable. Right? But because this lady has just been put onto this card after, again, getting away from a domestic violence situation, a really bad one, and she has 4 children to raise, so they've banged her on the card. She can no longer buy her bras from England and save that money. Instead, she's expected to spend $100 plus on crap here. So some people might think that's funny, you know what I mean? It's not funny at all, really, because society expects women to wear bras to look good for job interviews and be presented properly. Unless you're a woman, you've got no idea how uncomfortable bras are. And if you've got medical reasons or you've got large breasts, it's very difficult here, okay? And the same goes for plus size clothing. I remember a while back a lady in Seduna where there was no plus size clothing stores. She used to buy her clothes from a particular online store off of eBay, and she was locked out of being able to buy clothes. And Indue's attitude was, well, buy second hand. How can you buy second hand in the op shop when the shops aren't even there to sell the stuff in the first place? But they didn't care. But this gets worse. This lady's now moving interstate. And, of course, you know, apart from her bra problem, there's a whole new problem setting out. She's been on the phone to Indue today, and even the Indue staff get their information mixed up, obviously, again. And they've told her that due to Aldi selling alcohol interstate, she won't be able to use Aldi to do her shopping. This will cost her around about another $100 a fortnight in shopping costs, because she can only go to Woolworths, or Coles. She can't go anywhere else. And Aldi, right, she would normally be able to keep her shopping under $200 a week. Now it's going to be $300 a week, right? Everybody out here knows where to go to get cheaper shopping, and Aldi is cheaper. But, so Indue are now telling people that move interstate to non-card areas, because the card goes with you, that Aldi, you can't use the card at Aldi. We've had another comment come through from somebody else who's also moved interstate and they have been able to use their card. So, again, Indue muddying the waters. Costco is banned, so you can't go and buy anything in bulk, so you can't save money there. Costco's banned here as well, so you're stuffed, right? So she was questioning them about, you know, well, hang on, I've got 4 kids to feed, and the food costs she tries to keep down, and they didn't care. And by the sounds of it, she had a really stinker of a person to talk to as well, right? So they They basically argued with her, she has to find other resources for groceries, they were telling her. So she said, well, you're telling me I have to choose between paying my rent so my children have a roof over their heads or pay for nutritious food so they are healthy. If I pay the $300 plus a week for food, I can't afford my rent. If I pay the rent every week, I can't afford the food. And they said to her, and this is a quote that was said to her, that's a choice you have to make. This is Indue DSS staff talking to a lady talking about her card. You know what I mean? This is a choice you have to make. So in other words, we have to have starvation or malnutrition or get kicked out of the house. Not to mention the electrical cost, phone credit, internet, etc., and everything else that goes with the living these days. Car maintenance, registration, fuel costs, clothing, etc. So when she moves, she has to buy second-hand furniture. Here we go again. We can guess where this is going to go because, she's going to have to provide photos to get access to cash because her cash portion, right, is going to go on her kids. Basically, that's it. Do you know what I mean? So, and anything she has to do with the card, she's going to have to get photographic proof of what she wants to buy, where she wants to buy it from, and all the rigmarole that we've just been through with other people with buying furniture and cars. Oh, it gets better from here on in. Okay, so it's going to be a nightmare move. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get resettled. And their condescending attitude is that they just don't give a damn. Right? And like this lady said, she's more than capable of paying her way. She's got bank statements to prove to date back to whenever they need them. She's put in to exit the program, but they cannot give her a time frame. So she's petrified and anxious that the card will be declined around the place because where she's looking to move, she looked online. There's no approved merchants where she's going. This is going to be difficult. So, but then it gets more interesting from there. So, hang on just a second. I'll just let somebody know. So it gets more interesting. It really does. So because you can't buy off eBay, and this woman is single and doesn't want to partake in a relationship, so she asked them a lot of tough questions, personal questions, and it was interesting, to say the least. So she asked them what happens if she wants to buy something online from a sex shop. Nothing wrong with that. You're over 18 years of age, the privacy of your own home. Most people would think nothing of it. Jump online, order it, the item arrives. Not with the Indue Cashless debit card, it doesn't. Wow. So she's been told, and I have the name of the person that told her all of this. This woman's attitude is, but what if I want to buy something? I haven't. Sorry, I seem to have dropped out there. So this lady was a bit embarrassed. Well, she wasn't embarrassed, but she was talking about, what if I want to order something from an adult shop? What's the procedure? So they told me I'd have to take a picture of that too and send it to them to get approval for the purchase. She's like, excuse me, I have to send God knows who a photo of a sex toy I want to pleasure myself with to get permission to buy it. And she said yes. And this woman nearly died on the other end of the phone. Oh my God. You have to get, yeah. How much further are these people going to go? Honestly, so she wants to buy something from an online adult store and she has to send them a photo of what she wants to buy and get permission before they'll transfer funds so she can use a normal account to be able to buy it. Hello? Privacy? Anybody? Human rights? Anybody? Civil liberties? Anybody? Dignity? Hello? I mean, this is just... She just couldn't believe what she was hearing. And apparently this woman was the manager for the CDC hotline. I mean, honestly, it's... I must admit the lady's comeback was really good. And she honestly, how much further are they going to go? So how much more invasive is this program going to be? Right? That if you want to do something and buy an adult product from an online adult store, you have to send them a photo, right? Of, shush Helen, you have to send them a photo of what you want to buy, and then who knows where in that office that photo is going to go, and who's going to be Glennie, and who's going to see it, right? And I mean, honestly, nothing is bloody sacred with these people, is it? But anybody else, they just quietly get online, right, order their goods on their normal card and not have a problem. And the postie or the courier man would come in a few days and deliver the parcel without knowing what's in the parcel. But no, Indue's got to know. So I did love this comeback. I'm just trying to find it. She actually said to the woman, so let me get this straight. You want me to send God knows who a picture of, let's say, a 12-inch dildo to purchase to plug myself with because I'm not, I don't want, I'm not sleeping around with other people. And the woman responds to, I don't know if you're being serious or having a lend. And the woman turns around and says, no, I'm being deadly serious. And so she got upset. The staff woman with Indue got upset and says, I've told you the steps you have to take. How disgusting. I mean, this is adult business. This is something that you do from the privacy of your own home, on your own computer, using your own card normally. But because you're on an Indue card, you've got to send them a bloody picture of what you want to buy, and before they'll approve it to be able to... Ugh. Right? Honestly... Glennie, you're making me laugh, but this is so serious. The invasion of privacy is horrendous. I'm sorry, this just pushes it too far. I mean, stopping larger sized women from being able to buy clothes, stopping them from being able to buy bras that fit properly and are comfortable, and really, most women don't want to wear a bra. I mean, it's only because society says you have to, right? And then to go into your private life and then say, well, if you want to buy something from an adult store, you have to provide a photo and get approval. And this is going too far. This is going way beyond furniture and cars and where do Indue get off? How far is this going to go? I mean, this woman, she's not embarrassed to actually tell them. And the comments she's made, it's made me laugh. It's like, oh my God, imagine being the Indue staffer on the other end of the phone. But seriously, they are wanting to invade the privacy so far when it comes to that sort of thing. And that breaches everything. All your human rights, all of your civil liberties, all right, all of your privacy. And this is wrong. So wrong, right? I mean, I think seems to be the power's gone to their staff's head to control every aspect of somebody's life, right down to their personal sex life. That's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's bad enough having to move with 4 kids and look after yourself and pay your bills, and find out that you can't buy the stuff you would normally be able to use, and basically be told tough titties. You're forced to buy inferior product at double and a half the price. But then when it comes to your personal stuff, I mean, this lady, maybe not everybody asks those sort of questions, but she's only just been put on the card. She's trying to find out the ins and outs of everything, and good on her for asking. But be told you have to provide a photo of whatever you buy? Come on. This is going too far. You know, people on Social Security are ordinary people. They have ordinary needs. They have ordinary lives. You know, India should not be interfering in any of this side of it at all. Not at all. It's just wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. And, I mean, yeah, I'm gobsmacked. I really am. I really am gobsmacked. Yeah, something that's so private. And you have to send in a photograph that they have to share around the office, and then somebody will make a decision as to give you permission to buy it. I think this is one of the weirdest ones I've ever come across, but really, honestly, a basic human right, a fundamental human right, and in my opinion, is breached. It's despicable. And the condescending manner in which the staff spoke to this lady, and I do have the staff member's name, I'm not going to mention it here. Honestly, people on Social Security are not some alien creatures. We still have the rights to be human, you know, but you're busy dehumanizing us at all levels. I suppose that side of it as well, they'd never think that somebody, right, would still want to be human. I'm sorry, I'm just so gobsmacked. Yeah, what do I say? What do I say? You know what I mean? Glennie turned around and said, God help us if we ever need suppositories. Alright? I know that medical feeding products and stuff like that, they're a problem. They can't, you know, still a problem with that sort of thing. Glennie said she'd sent them a video. Glennie! Oh dear, oh dear. That would certainly open their eyes, wouldn't it? No, oh geez, I don't get, you know, it's bad enough. It's bad enough, the indignity of putting people on this cart, controlling where they buy stuff and what they buy. But to send photos of stuff that you want to buy from an adult shop online to get approval for it. Is this a piss take? Seriously? Why would you want... Oh. So somebody tries to do it without asking permission and the card declines. So then you ring up Indue and say, well, I tried to use the card to buy this or this. And they say, well, you need to send us a photograph from the website you're trying to buy it from. Not on. I'll leave this with you guys to mull over. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I did put an 18 plus rating on this video, and halfway through it dropped out for some reason, but yeah, I think a lot more questions have to be asked. Dehumanizing people and restricting them from normal human activities. Embarrassing, putting people in an embarrassing situation where they have to take a photograph and get permission. You know, it's bad enough for furniture or cars or secondhand goods. But for adult toys too? No. That is really, really, really crossing the line. What do I say? It's something that just wouldn't occur to people because people would do that in private. They would just order it online, normally, with a normal card. You know? I'm just reading Crystal's comment here. To force someone to show them a photo of private underwear that someone needs is disgusting. Lord knows who on the other end will see that. I'm just catching up on it also. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Because, I mean, this woman... we started off about the plus size bras from the UK that are $40 instead of $100 plus here, and the stuff here is not the same quality. You know, and I talked about the plus size clothing, which applies to all women in all regions. There's no plus size clothing stores, and most people who are plus size have found respectable businesses on eBay that they have dealt with for years and they no longer can buy their clothes. But then to get into this situation where it's an adult shop online and the woman's being told she has to provide photographs of what she wants to buy to get permission to buy them first. I was like, oh my God, that's going too far. I mean, why should you have to send you a photograph of a bra that you want to buy? Or a dildo that you want to buy? I don't get this. This is overreach, overkill, completely. Stripping people of their dignity, their privacy, right? Embarrassing people. This is not on. A lot of people could not sit here and do this video like I am now and talk about this sort of subject openly. A lot of people would be very shy. That's the idea of having your privacy, of having the privacy of being able to sit in your own home, order something online normally, but without having to ask for a third party's permission. Let alone send them a bloody photo. Is this, that's why I said before, is this a piss take so they can get the photo and show it around the office and laugh about it or whatever? Honestly, going too far. It's just going too far. And I've got over 500 people in the support group that are having all manner of issues. All manner of issues. So, you know, but this was the first time I've dealt, you know, spoken about the plus size clothing issue before, but never come up with the issue of adult shops. And adult shops are for adults. And we're still adults, we're still human, we still have needs, single or not, you know, and if we choose to buy products from adult shops rather than engage in relationships we don't want to be in or something like that, then that's our prerogative, that's our choice. I might leave it at that and leave you guys to think about this, and I think Indue needs to think about it a lot more too, because I was under the impression that this sort of people wouldn't be required to ask permission for such personal things. But it seems that somebody in their offices is now getting really, I don't know who they think they are. They think they're God, you know. I find it appalling that they expect people to hand over, to beg in this manner for basic civil human rights needs, human needs. Jane says, if it is questionable private goods, could they deem it unfit? To parent. I don't see why. Your sex life is your sex life. It's normally done in private. They're the ones that want all your details for your purchases. But no, I don't think that could be a question really. But interesting. It's yeah, I know a lot of people would not. They would just go without the appropriate clothing. They would go without the bra, and they would just hide in a corner and just go without even looking at the adult shop if they were aware that they have to get permission and send a photograph of what they need to buy. Oh, it's going too far. It really is. It's really going too far. Alright guys, I'll leave you to it. Have a good night, and I'll talk again soon. I'll do another video on something else when the next lot crops up. Alright, see ya.